Hi friends, Kate here again. 2 videos in 1 week. I'm just gonna go ahead and give myself a pat on the back here. But today I thought that we could talk about Animal Crossing New Horizons again, and I wanted to talk about some of the NPCs, so some that we know are returning and their functions in the game, and some that we still really haven't heard anything about. So if that interests you, please keep on watching. Subscribe to my channel if you think I'm awesome, because I think you're awesome. Let's jump into it. So to begin, some NPCs we know are coming back are obviously Tom Nook, Isabelle, Timmy and Tommy, Tom Nook's nephews, and it really feels like Tom Nook owns everything. Like, he has a monopoly on this island. You're using Nook miles now to buy things. Of course, you're indebted to him to build your house and to expand it. I don't know about the new public works projects, whatever they're calling them now, like the bridges, things like that, if that's still Tom Nook or if Isabelle will play a part in that. I know they showed a little bit about what she's going to be doing in the game. I can't really remember. I think it was those kind of island projects. And then Timmy and Tommy, they're going to be helping you with crafting, potentially running Nooklings again, so you'll be buying and selling from them. They've showcased that a little bit. I know at PAX East, which I'm so upset, I wanted to go to PAX East again this year. I went 2 years ago and it was really cool, and then it just didn't work out. I had another trip that we had to take that was too close to PAX East, so of course now I'm really bummed because it's just this huge Animal Crossing display. I'll try and find like a screenshot to throw in. But it looks amazing, and there's been some game footage. I think Game Explain posted like a 20-minute footage, little video playing through it, their demo that they have at PAX East, so that's really cool. So we got a lot of information from there. And we got to see things like the museum. So that's another NPC that's been confirmed, Brewster. So he's the owl that you donate your items to. And there's been this little screenshot floating around that shows Brewster in a tent of his own, I think it is. And he says, hey, you have to donate 15 more items in order to have the museum be built. So I know a lot of people, they were kind of nervous because they like to donate the first like type of fish or bug that they catch to the museum to make sure they get that out of the way, and people were really upset because they're thinking, well, we don't have the museum right away. So I don't know when you unlock Brewster, when he comes to put his tent, but the other kind of thing to point out is people are saying, well, that means you need to donate 15 items to get the museum built, which I don't know if it's saying that or if just the time that that screenshot's from means that they've already donated some items in the past and now they have 15 left to go. So I think it's still a little bit unclear how many items in total need to be donated to Brewster in his tent in order to have the museum built, but that will still be a returning function in the game. So far we have confirmation of fossils, bugs, and fish being things that you can donate. I haven't seen anything about art yet. Celeste, who in New Leaf, she helped Brewster with the museum. If you're able to upgrade it enough, she was up in the observatory, so she's been shown again just coming to visit your town. I'm not sure if they'll include her in the museum again or if she'll be one of those NPCs that just comes and visits every so often. Speaking of NPCs that come and visit so often, Kix, he's another confirmed, so it looks like he's going to be coming every week to set up a little shoe stand that you can buy shoes from. Also backpacks, looks like he'll be selling, so that'll be cool. It's a nice way that it won't take up a permanent spot in your town, at least right now. Who knows if that's going to be changed where he will then become permanent after a few different visits. Along that same line, Red, he usually comes to the town once a week or so to give you options to buy art. We haven't seen anything about him that I know of. Correct me if I'm wrong, so we don't know if he's going to be coming back to the game. Same thing with Sahara, so she walks around your town every now and then, and you can buy carpets from her and wallpaper from her as well. So I haven't seen anything about her. Gracie Grace is another one that I haven't seen anything about, so she is kind of one of the fashion NPCs, so you can get special clothing or furniture items from her. Haven't seen them. We have seen the Able sisters, so it's been confirmed that they're returning, and they'll have a shop that you can build just like in previous games, so that's good. That's where you'll go to do most of your clothing design and purchasing in New Horizons, just like in New Leaf. A couple people have been replaced, it looks like. So Joan, the turnip lady, she is now replaced by this cute little Daisy May character. Nat, for bug tournaments, he's been replaced by Flick, who looks to be just another type of chameleon. And it looks like fishing tournaments and bug catching tournaments are going to operate a little bit differently in New Horizons. The other NPC that's been replaced is Chip, so who kind of hosts those fishing tournaments, so he will now be replaced by CJ. All of those replacements are really cute, and they look like little young adorable versions of kind of their old person, but still new people in the town to do those same or very similar functions. Okay, my camera card got full, so I had to delete some stuff. Hopefully the framing looks similar enough. So I think I was talking about Pelly, Phyllis, and Pete when I left off. So they do the mail stuff, so Pete delivers the mail. Pelly and Phyllis are who help you deliver letters. Now we did see in, I think it was the airport, with the new NPCs, Orville and Wilbur, who are kind of odes to Orville and Wilbur Wright. But in that airport, there was a spot where you could send postcards to villagers, to, I guess, other people on the island. Maybe it'll be an online functionality too, where you could send postcards to your friends that have another copy of the game. That would be pretty cool. But kind of seems like they might be eliminated, and they've been in the game forever. So haven't heard about that. You still have a mailbox at your house. I don't know if you can only get postcards or if you can still mail letters and things like that, and they just haven't been announced yet, but we'll have to wait and see what happens with them. Kind of the same story with Reese and Cyrus. So they ran retail. Cyrus would customize your furniture for you, but it seems like now we can just do that on our own without him. And of course, Reese ran retail, where you would go and sell your items to her instead of the Nooklings, because she'd give you a better price, and you could have kind of a little flea market style operation going on where you could leave items, or villagers could leave items and set a price. Those could be purchased. I don't know what they could do in the new game. I guess they could still run a similar shop, maybe just have special items or something like that. Maybe they'll just come and visit every now and then, but I really love Reese and Cyrus, so I hope they figure out something for them. Then there's Harriet. So Harriet ran Shampoodle. So she would change your hairstyle and color in New Leaf. Well, now if we can just change our hairstyle and color whenever we want, as long as we have a mirror, it's been confirmed, seems like Harriet might be out of the job. Now, there is the idea out there that, well, maybe there will be special hairstyles or colors or something like that, that she will be the only way that you can get those, so that's possible. Or I think I saw somebody say something about wigs too, like, oh, maybe she'll sell wigs, but I know that wigs were sold by the Able sisters in the accessory shop, so maybe she'll now run an accessory shop. I really don't know. It's all speculation at this point, but let me know what you think about how they could implement those characters, or even if they will. Then there is Tortimer. We haven't heard anything about Tortimer. We haven't heard how he's doing, where he is, if he exists anymore. There's this picture floating around of a grave that you can see in the Nintendo Direct that they did last week, and everybody's saying, oh, it's Tortimer's grave, or it's Joan's grave. I don't know. Some people are saying it's Wisp, the ghost's grave. I think that might be a little bit more likely, because we did see Wisp is returning in New Horizons. We just don't know what he's going to do, but a little sad. Hopefully that's not the case and Tortimer comes back. Maybe he'll be on those islands that we can go to still. So I think that they might bring him back, but again, we don't know in what way. Harvey's another NPC that they've said is coming back. He was in the Welcome Amiibo update for New Leaf, and he has his own island where I guess you can go there and take pictures with your amiibos. So you scan in amiibos and then you can have like a little photo shoot. Not entirely sure how that whole idea will play out, but it seems pretty cute. Hey guys, Editing Kate here. I just wanted to hop in and say that two NPCs I didn't touch on in this video were KK Slider and the real Brewster, not Blathers. Neither one has been confirmed. We've seen like a little tiny piece of KK Slider, and he had like a big mascot at PAX East, so we think he's going to be in. But Brewster, who has the Roost Cafe where you can make coffee and stuff, he hasn't been confirmed yet. So let me know what you think he's going to do. We hope that he comes back. He's a fan favorite, but we'll have to wait and see if we can get the Roost again. And then the last thing I kind of wanted to touch on are holidays. So we've seen some confirmation of different NPCs, which leads me to believe that those holidays will be returning, like Toy Day and Halloween, things like that. But one thing that I'm a little bit confused about is time travel. So I know in New Leaf and previous games, you could just time travel, you get to that holiday and you can go through that activity, which is really nice if you set your game down for, a couple of weeks or a couple of months. Maybe you just missed something, you couldn't log in for whatever reason. You don't want to miss that event. Well, now it looks like, at least for the first holiday in the spring, they're going to do an update so that that holiday is available. So that makes me think, well, they're going to be doing updates continuously for these different holidays. So I'm wondering if that's just going to be for the first year, and then all of those updates will be in your game once they're all kind of pushed out, and then moving forward you can kind of time travel around to all those different events. It would be a little upsetting if it has to be an update every time, because Nintendo's not going to support that for forever. We've already seen that with like Splatoon 2 and Splatfest. They stopped doing that. So if that isn't something that is permanent to the game, that's going to take a huge thing out of the replayability of New Horizons. So I hope that that's not the case. I hope that it is that once the update's in there, it's in there forever, and then you can have that event forever. But I also don't even know at this point if time travel is an option in New Horizons. It seems that a lot of people are saying, hey, they're taking that away. They've already taken away the ability for you to kind of close out of your game without saving because they're doing those auto saves. Well, now people are also thinking that time travel is not even going to be an option. I'm not a huge time traveler, but I will go back in time if I miss something, or skip around a little bit in like a save file that maybe isn't my main, because I have a couple of different copies of New Leaf for different reasons. That's a whole nother story, but it's not something I'm opposed to. And even people that they time travel a bunch because they want to do as much as they possibly can in one sitting, that's fine. It doesn't affect me any, but I just am hoping it's a returning feature in the game. So what do you guys think? What do you think is going to happen to all of these NPCs that we haven't heard from? What do you think about time travel? Do you think they'll bring it back? The holidays? Do you think that we're going to have to actually do them in real time? Really curious to hear your thoughts down below. So leave a comment, like this video, subscribe. It's free. Not many things in life are free. Subscribing to this channel is. Really appreciate your guys' support in the last video as well. It really warmed my heart and gave me the motivation to make this video. So really thankful for you guys, and I missed you. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.